That's why it's called a diagonal. And so you have time spread elements to it. You have the August Jan time spread on, but you also have the vertical part of it that exists between the 105 strike and the 120 strike, because you're long the 105s in the longer dated option and you're short the 120s in the shorter dated option. Here's the hard part about diagonals. It's really hard to give you a perfectly defined P&L graph on a diagonal spread. Reason why is because of the time element. When you're dealing with verticals, especially verticals that are happening in the same month, I can tell you exactly what the P&L graph looks like. It's going to look very similar, and it's going to be capped at one side and capped at the other side. One side of it, the cap, how much you can lose is going to be how much you paid for it. And up top, the actual amount that you can make on it is going to be capped by the difference between the actual strikes. That's real easy. In this case, we have that part built into this spread, but then we have this other part, which is the time spread. It makes it a little harder to give you an exact idea about what your P&L horizon looks like from the defined perspective. What I can tell you is that the max risk is equal to what you paid for the spread, and the max profit is a little harder to define because of the time spread. The rate of decay of these two options is very important and oftentimes can be a part of why people trade these spreads. Which option is going to decay faster? The one that's up front is going to decay faster. The one that's up front is going to decay at a quicker rate because it's closer to expiration. So the theta of that option, generally speaking, unless that option is worth 0, if that option is worth 0, it doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of, it doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of extrinsic premium to decay. And so it's not going to have a lot of decay built into it. But if that option has some extrinsic value in it, it's going to decay at a faster rate than the other option, which has a longer term horizon on it. You're